Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Let's discuss chemical tests of meat. First is testing the water quantity. Muscle is approximately 75% water. How much water is retained by the meat and how well and long it is retained will affect the quality of the meat. How water is actually retained depends upon several factors like temperature, pH and time. Water can be of two types, free water and bounded water. Bounded water is basically the water that is very tightly bound to proteins, and the amount of bounded water in meat is very low, approximately 0.5% of the total water. Bounded water is not easily lost from the meat, neither by cooking nor by freezing. Whereas free water, which is truly the unbounded and easily lost. It is the water that you can see on the meat surface or left behind on the cooking plate. Free water makes up about 20% of the total water. The third form is immobilized water. Most water in meat is an immobilized form, nearly 80% of the total water. This is the water trapped in the muscle fiber and or within the muscle cells. Now, how we can measure the water percentage in meat? For this, by using microwave method, we need meat sample, filter paper, rubber band, beaker and a scale. For this, first of all, weigh together the beaker and 2 pieces of filter paper and the rubber band. Then measure approximately 10 grams of meat. Chop the meat into small pieces. Lay at the bottom of the beaker with 1 sheet of filter paper. Place the chopped meat on the top of the filter paper. Cover the top of the beaker with second sheet of filter paper and secure the top filter paper with the rubber band. Then weigh together the beaker, 2 pieces of filter paper, the rubber band and the meat sample. Then microwave it for 30 seconds interval, checking to make sure that meat does not burn. Once the meat is thoroughly dried, place the beaker, filter paper, rubber band and meat sample in a desiccator. Alternatively, remove the filter paper, meat sample and wipe down any condensation from the side of the beaker. Weigh all the components together once more. So, its reading can be achieved by A minus C divided by B minus A multiplied by 100 is equals to percent water, where A is the weight of beaker, 2 filter papers and a rubber band. B is weight of all components before drying and C is weight of all components after drying. Another test performed for meat quality is PURGE test. Meat quality is significantly impacted by its water holding capacity. Meat that does not retain water is difficult to process into many preserved meat products. Water that is easily lost by meat is referred as drip or purge. The amount of water that is lost in this manner is referred to drip loss. Drip loss contain many proteins as well as vitamins. Purge loss also results in significant loss of weight. Therefore, the meat with high purge loss or drip loss is generally of lower quality. but can also result in economic losses for the producer or seller by losing the weight over time. Testing water holding capacity is straightforward, where the meat sample is weighed, suspended, uncovered in a refrigerated environment to allow the water loss, and then weighed once again after 24 hours. So, to record the results, PURGE losses is recorded as percentage. It can be calculated by dividing the change in weight by pre-brine weight of the sample. PURGE loss would also represent a significant economic loss to a producer who sells meat by weight. So, for this experiment, what we need is meat sample and a refrigerator. For this purpose, for this procedure, first of all, we'll weigh the meat sample, suspend the meat sample in a refrigerated environment, place something under the meat sample to catch any liquid. Then weigh the sample after 24 hours. That's how we calculate our drip losses. Thank you so much.